Monaleo, Ridgemont baby reaction. So I watched the new video. I'm actually a day, like day and a half late on pulling it up. But so this is gonna be about Monaleo, Missouri City, and she's throwing up a street called Ridgemont, which is really a famous street way out in Missouri City. But what's interesting is Ridgemont. I'm gonna tell you what's really definitive about that particular area is that part of that area is in a different county than Houston. Houston rolls into two counties. So it's Harris County, the majority of Houston, but then there's this small little section that rolls into Missouri City, and it flips over to Fort Bend County, and so that's what was Missouri City. Basically Monaleo is gonna get she gonna get credit for whatever she wants. Like she can be like, well, she can say she's from Houston, she can say she's from Missouri City, she can say she's from Fort Bend County, she can say she's from Harris County. Just all because of that Ridgemont. You see what I'm saying? All because of that. She's talking about this big old subdivision over there in Missouri City, and you be having the elected officials from Harris County there, and you got the elected officials from Fort Bend County. You be having the mayor and city council members from Missouri City, and you be having the city council members and the mayor from Houston. All right there in that section, the Ridgemont section of Missouri City. But anyways, so now as y'all know, I have actually, I'm not just everybody, internet vlogger or YouTube vlogger. I actually go and pull up on any entertainer out my city. I pull up on them in person. That's across the board. That's from Rap A Lot Records all the way down, all the way down, all the way up. You can name off every single rapper or singer out of Houston, and I done pulled up on all of them. And Monaleo is not no different. So I pulled up on Monaleo about a year and a half ago. Yeah, probably about a year and a half ago. It's a while now. It's been a little minute, but so let's go back to Ridgemont Baby, her song, which comes across as a real kind of localized tribute to, the area that she took off in. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's really like a Ridgemont tribute, and then, kind of telling her story. But we see in this piece of work here, this particular piece of work, we see that Monaleo reaches back, and she definitely has developed a habit of this. She reaches back to using previous samples in her songs, and I guess it's hard to get away from that when you originated on somebody else's sample. You know what I mean? And so she's going back, to what she know. But we still kind of, for me, I feel like I would have really enjoyed the offering to have more originality and no sampling. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but I can tell you one thing for sure, and this is a fact. When I met her, I'm talking about Monaleo. Yeah, when I met her, I knew right away. I was like, oh, she a lot smarter than I am. She way smarter than me. I'm not even close to the level of intelligence this lady got. However, it was a mutual understanding that she knew she didn't have more game than I did. Like she knew right away, like this guy got so much street game, I don't even, I can't even come to his level. And that's a fact. But at the same time, too, like I said, it was a mutual understanding. I knew right away after talking to her, I was like, oh, she's a lot smarter than I am. Yeah. And when somebody's smarter than you, they can outsmart you. You see what I'm saying? So you got to, you got to play it close. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, this song here, Ridgemont Baby, on a localized level, 1 out of 10, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it 8. I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna give it a solid 8. I'm gonna give it 8 stars out of 10. 8 out of 10 for sure. So there you have it. Some of y'all Monaleo fans, I don't know what else to tell you, but I'm trying to give you some, something for the fans. But yeah, she was very direct. She wasn't all that personable with me. I guess because that was the first time, and she wasn't expecting me to pop up on her. But no, but she was very precise. She tried to ask you questions that were code violations, like where you, why you, where you, why you. I'm over there laughing like this lady must think I don't know these are code violations, but let me go on and answer them for her. You know how women be? They be asking you, "Oh, how far do you live from here?" Because they be trying to figure out like what area they don't want to be at. Oh, how far from here do you live? So they know like I'm avoiding that area. Those type of questions, real traditional code violation questions, and that gets me back to the street game commentary I was telling you about. Who has more of and who has less of, and like I said, I shorted it up real quick that she was a lot smarter than I was, no doubt. Very, very smart. Yeah, very intelligent. She's thought it all the way through. So if she put Ridgemont Baby out, she did it for a reason. I'm sure she understands, she's what results she's trying to get. So that's all I got. The real Mike Wilson.